What's going on, everybody? Welcome into Chiefs Comments with Kramer. I'm yours truly, Kramer. We're having ourselves week 11 now? Are we actually at that point in time that it's actually week 11 in the National Football League? Sorry, having a nice little guest coming along with me. You can see the little ears on the side. Cosmo, I think you need to get down, buddy. We have to start a show coming here. But this is Chiefs Comments with Kramer, where it's your show. Your comments, your questions, your concerns that yours truly will answer the best of his ability. I'll tell you what, right now, I am the most unbiased Chiefs guy you got around here around Kansas City, and I call it how it is. I call it straight. I see what I see, and what I see, I project out there, and all I see right now is the Chiefs are going undefeated this season, and I firmly believe that and to its core. But I honestly will change my mind throughout these comments, questions, concerns that you all sent me this week, which, by the way, if you haven't done so by now, you can do it live during the show. Put it in the comment section, whether if you're on X, whether if you're on YouTube. You can chime in. We can chat, message back, and I will keep the message thing going on. If you have any Chiefs comments, concerns, or questions, I will answer it here because this is your all show. If you haven't done so, please like this video, whether if you are on YouTube. Make sure you repost it if you're on X. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and yeah, we'll have ourselves a good dandy old time because every 2:30 on Thursday, Chiefs Comments with Kramer is live and in the flesh. So turn those notifications on because you don't want to miss this. You also don't want to miss our other shows we have in our lineup, whether it's Veach Season, whether it's the Daily Fix with Ron Hughley, Brian B. Shinen at Brian's World. Like, he literally turn notifications on, people, so you never miss any sort of content that we produce out here because we do appreciate you. We love you all, especially everybody that's in Chiefs Kingdom. Before we get to the comments coming in through, by the way, keep submitting them. Let's go through we do every single week, and that is the injury report for the Kansas City Chiefs. This week we saw that Charles Omenihu, Isaiah Pacheco, and Juju Smith-Schuster were practicing. They limited practice, clearly, but they're back. They're off your injury designation, and especially if you are a Omenihu or if you're Isaiah Pacheco. Your injury designation is over. Now it's whether or not to work yourself back in, whether it's going to be this week or next. Other people that showed up on the injury report: Mike Dana for pectoral, McCole Hardman, DeAndre Hopkins, Kareem Hunt, George Karlaftis, Patrick Mahomes, Wanya Morris, Derek Nottie. Those guys that is listed after the Omenihu, Pacheco, and Smith-Schuster, the rest of those guys, they were full practice yesterday. And I'm assuming they're going to be full practice once again this week. So that's good that you already know that Wanya Morris will be the left tackle for this upcoming game. Hopefully that knee injury doesn't be re-aggravated because we really don't want to see Kingsley Suamataia out there, I don't think, anytime soon. So he's very raw. But if we go over onto the Buffalo Bills side of things, this injury report, Spencer Brown did not practice yesterday. Keaton Coleman has already been ruled out for this game. Amari Cooper is questionable. He was a limited participant last week. He did talk to the media today. It does sound like he's going to suit up and be ready to go for this week's game, but we'll have to see there. Dalton Kincaid did not practice yesterday. It might be a very game-time decision, but if you get two of the offensive weapons for Josh Allen going to be down this week, the Bills, what are you going to – Amari Cooper is going to be hurt the entire time, and he's probably going to drop almost every single ball is going to go to him. But other guys who showed up on this injury report that was full participants: Josh Allen, Christian Benford, Terrell Bernard, Kyrie Elam, Reggie Gillum, Mac Hollins, Daquan Jones. Matt Milano was a limited participant this week. He did designate to return off the IR as well. I highly doubt you'll see him this week. He needs to get back up to speed because, I mean, it was a bicep injury. It's tackling. Your arms are always out there. So he's going to have to take some time in order to get back into game shape, and I don't think it's going to be the best time for him to get back into game shape by playing the Super Bowl winning champions of this past 2 years. So that's the injury report this week, but now let's get to the part where it's your guys' show, and that is the comments.
Let's get to the comments.
As Chief coming in over on YouTube, undefeated on three-peat. Let's go. I'm telling you, this team, it finds ways to win. No matter what, you can never count this team out, as we saw clearly just this past week against the Denver Broncos. This might be the biggest test for the Kansas City Chiefs is the Buffalo Bills. And they're not healthy. And right now, my mind is favorable. Like, that Chiefs defense is absolutely legit. It may have lost a few pieces like L'Jarius Sneed, but I don't think it's missed a beat, even with L'Jarius Sneed off this team. So and like they're 9-0. Like people, like they're 9-0. How can Chiefs Kingdom? Did you realize that this was going to happen? Did you think that coming into the season was all right? We won Super Bowl. All right, that's the main goal is to get back to Super Bowl. Clearly, as we heard that at the Super Bowl parade and past Super Bowl parade, whether if it's in even type of media outlets, whether if it was even at what's the red carpet show where they got their rings, that like they clearly want to win another one. They like that's the main goal. Being undefeated as well, the possibility of that happening is absolutely real, and it's only going to get better after this week. But no, I agree, Chief. Undefeated on a three-peat. Let's go. This one's coming from oh my gosh, I'm Dame Chio. Sorry, I pronounced your name wrong, but Spence HBTC. I don't know what that actually fully means. I need more of something of that. But yeah, no, please let me know what that actually means, because my mind is blanking right now because I'm just juiced for this upcoming week. It's week 11, people. It's week 11, right? I'm fact checking myself. Is it week 11? Yeah, it's week 11, Kramer. This week has gone by so quick, even in the NFL. Is it just me, or does it feel like the NFL just started last week? Just saying. That's just how this mind's going. But let's go to Jake here, who sent in previously before we started. Left tackle is the biggest problem. What's the move? What I'm curious with this week is how fully healthy Wanya Morris is. Granted, I know he's a full participant yesterday, and he probably was today. The report hasn't came out yet, but practice has been concluded, I feel like, or it's still in the midst of it. Wanya Morris is clearly your guy. I do not want Kingsley Sumatia back on this lineup whatsoever, whether it's even an injury concern. Like, there's Ethan Driscoll, who's like 6'9", 300-some pounds, that could actually be a reliable person. I mean, he's clearly raw like Kingsley Sumatia, but there's other bodies in this thing. But if you're not going to go in-house, per se, Donovan Smith. You signed him last year to get him to the Super Bowl, and he helped you get a Super Bowl. He helped keep Patrick Mahomes upright. That's all you really need to do at this point in time is make sure you have Pat upright, because we saw how kind of like he was treading water the entire time, being pulled down under by the Sharks of the Denver Broncos this last week. So it's you need a guy that you know for a fact you can fully confident, because if Mahomes isn't confident in his left tackle, you will notice within the first 2 seconds of the play. I mean, I get it. You got 2 seconds to get rid of the ball. But even if it's less than 2 seconds, you'll know, because he will already start moving out either to his right or his left, no matter where the pressure is coming from, because he's bailing out of the pocket. And we're seeing actually run the football a lot more, and also still run the football effectively, which is something that he can keep in his back pocket if the pocket is actually collapsing around him. So, but that's the thing. You got to keep 15 upright. The move is to go get Donovan Smith. But if you got a guy named Bakhtiari out there as a free agent as well, if you can just get him 8 games with him, maybe 9 games with him, that's the best thing you can get. Because I mean, he's only going to give you 9 games is how injury he is, but he's also a free agent. And that's something that good old Brett Veach will have to manipulate the cap situation in order to get a guy in that's a via free agent. But I think Donovan Smith's probably the cheapest and best option out there. You already know his game from last year, and his game can help produce Super Bowls. And that's actually what the Kansas City Chiefs need to truly do right now, is to keep this team healthy, keep this team better than the next competitor, which, I mean, clearly is Buffalo Bills. Or is it the Pittsburgh Steelers later on this year? I guess we'll have to wait till we get to that week and during Christmas. So, yeah, no, Jake, the left tackle's biggest problem. I think Donovan Smith is the move for the Chiefs to do. You might as well just do it now, because it's not like you sign him today, he's going to start on Sunday. That's just not going to happen. You got to sign him, get him into shape, get him back into, oh, yeah, I can move my hips more. I can – slide in, slide out, have a little bit of practice. That's all you need. But you're not going to sign Donovan Smith today and hope to expect him to play on Sunday. That's just not feasible. Maybe the week following, but Wanya being back is absolutely huge for the Kansas City Chiefs this week. This one's coming from Sophie. I want Rashee Rice back. He's the most attractive Chief, and he's good at football. Okay, all right, Chiefs Kingdom. You spoke. You want Rashee Rice back. Rashee Rice won't be back this year. I'm very curious to see how much he's even going to play next year. But I have no comment on the part that he's the most attractive Chief. I'm kind of curious to see what you guys would say. I feel like the most attractive Chief probably Travis Kelce, because he's literally dating, hopefully going to marry Taylor Swift. But that's just me. And I do agree, Rashee Rice is very good at football. But Sophie, appreciate the message that you sent here for Chiefs Council Kramer, which, by the way, If you have a message, if you have a comment, if you have a question or a concern right now with the Kansas City Chiefs, and you are either on X or YouTube, feel free to utilize that the function where you can type on the comments. Comment away. Are the Chiefs going undefeated? To say yes. Just might as well put a yes in the chat, because are the Chiefs going undefeated this year? I firmly and confidently will say yes. I think the Chiefs are going undefeated this year, which means they will win a Super Bowl. That's just how it's going to go. Coming from Noah, Josh Allen is going to exploit the Chiefs in every way. Sexually, mentally, and physically. Okay, this is this guy. I should probably proofread these before I put these out. Put these in my comments. But no, here's the thing. Whatever you comment, I will read right here for verbatim. I don't know about the sexually part. Josh Allen going to out sexualize the Chiefs. That's funny. Mentally, I mean, it could be there, because Josh Allen, no matter what, whenever they play the Chiefs, he's always running for his life. And it's not like he's running for his life because he's getting chased down. No, he's running because he's actually getting the reps. He's getting at least 10 carries a game when it comes to playing against the Kansas City Chiefs. So he's at least mentally being prepared for that in order to run. That's something that I hope Kansas City Chiefs can probably alleviate, is him running. They've been great when it comes to the run defense, whether it's coming out of the backfield with their running back, but kind of struggled a little bit when it comes to the quarterback doing so. Then again, but the Chiefs also kind of put Lamar Jackson in check in week 1. I feel like Josh Allen might do the most damage to the Kansas City Chiefs on the yards on the run game, but we're not going to see James Cook going to cook against the Chiefs. The Chiefs' run defense is way too elite and dominant in order for that to happen. It seems like every single time a team has that, oh yeah, we have that bell cow running back. We have that guy that's going to continue to run, pound through, like a Derrick Henry. We have that kind of guy. How many times do we see these offensive coordinators or the head coaches change their game plan mid-game, even if it's at halftime, of, oh yeah, we ran the football a lot in the first half. Now we're going to try to throw the football because we can't get anything done on the ground. That has happened to almost every single team that everyone thinks that, oh yeah, the Chiefs are going to lose this week. They're going to lose to any team that they play if they have a good quarterback and a good running back. They're 9-0, people. Heck, even in the playoffs last year, I think I outpicked the two teams to beat the Chiefs, and the Chiefs still won. Like, I did not think they were going to be Baltimore Ravens. I truly didn't think that was going to happen. You know what? They did. They beat them. I ate my words. But there's just nothing can stop the Kansas City Chiefs right now. I don't think it's even the Bills. I don't. Physically, no, there's too many beasts on the defense for, like, one-on-one Chris Jones and Josh Allen. Who are we really picking here? Like, I think Chris Jones would absolutely destroy and eat Josh Allen. Okay, let's get off this Josh Allen soapbox. Clearly, Noah loves Josh Allen. Bills fan here. Bills fan. Chiefs, can't you let these Bills fans put these comments in here, and I have to put these out there and regurgitate to the universe? I digress. All right, what's next? Cam, he says, who most likely going to win the game for the Chiefs, the offense or the defense? I believe Chiefs have been looking more like a defensive team lately, while the offense hasn't found their consistency. This defense is damn good. And the fact that you are bringing in a pass rusher who won't probably play this weekend, in Charles Omenihu, but they have guys who are performing at an excelled rate. I think one of the most underrated edge rushers in the NFL as a whole is George Karlaftis. He needs to be talked more nationally, because he can be a game wrecker. Him paired with Chris Jones is absolutely filthy. I know that the Mike Dana hasn't really shined this year. I get it. He's been hurt for a handful of games. That's why they went out there and got Josh Uche. So they're at least trying to still figure things out, and that's scary. If they're still trying to figure things out on the defensive line of, like, how we're going to rotate these guys in once they're getting healthy, that's a good problem to have, because you have basically hired guns out there going for the quarterback. And that's exactly what you need to do. And you have been getting great linebackers play from Drew Tranquill, Nick Bolton, which I've seen Nick Bolton, night and day difference between the first 4 weeks of the season to the last 4 weeks. I feel like he's stepped up quite a bit. He's always in the play. That's just what Nick Bolton does. It's this team. McDuffie's stepping up. Najee Johnson's getting involved. This is a well-rounded defensive team, and I can see how the defense can stop and put Josh Allen in his tracks. and end up making sure that the Chiefs win this game. I don't. The offense needs to step up at some point because I agree they have not lost, but they do lack consistency at times. But that's because everybody's getting hurt left and right. Like that's not a team problem. That's just a oh crap, this happened problem. Like, oh yeah, all right, on to the next one. Like, no one expected DeAndre Hopkins to be here in Kansas City. If it was a perfect world, Rashee Rice would still be playing right now. Same with Hollywood Brown. They wouldn't have to be scrambling to figure out who's going to be the number one option for Patrick Mahomes. What if it's going to be Xavier Worthy or DeAndre Hopkins now, or Justin Watson or Travis Kelce? I think we're going to see more Travis Kelce get involved this week, especially because the Bills are banged up. Just saying, the Bills are banged up. I just don't see the Bills beating the Chiefs this week. I just don't see it. Kickoff's at 3:25 this Sunday. That's just Cam. I think it's going to be the defense. Defense is going to step up, but I agree with you, dude. They are lacking some consistency on that. Chiefs about to smoke the bowl. Okay, all right, I respect it. And Spence, man, you came after that and said Chiefs about to smoke the Bills like a dry rub KC brisket. Man, that just sounds fantastic. I just actually had a KC strip the other end, literally last night. Whew. I'm liking this, Spence. I'm liking this. Yes. Amen to that, brother. Amen to that. On to the next one that was sent to me personally. So if you have any more comments, please comment away. This one's coming from Jers. I think the Chiefs come out and beat Buffalo by a few touchdowns. Everyone keeps talking about how lucky they keep getting and all this and all that. Don't like the Bills. I have someone that sees what I see. I don't think they're going to lose by not lose. I don't think they're going to win by a couple of touchdowns by any means necessary. I just don't see the Chiefs doing that. This is a team that is going to win by a touchdown, win by a field goal, and that's basically it. Because they always play so close. Because at this point in time, Andy doesn't care. Andy just wants to win. Andy's not going to go, all right, we're going to run the score up this week, and maybe not next week. Next week, we might just play it really close. No, at that time, it comes to execution. Execution's been poorly made on the offense when the ball is in Patrick Mahomes' hand. That's like the first time I ever said that in my life, that execution has been a problem with Patrick Mahomes. Granted, he's actually executing a lot more than the less. He missed Travis Kelce wide open in the end zone this past week. We can't just gloss over the fact that could have been a touchdown there. They still won. So we can just be like, all right, throw that out. Let's see what happens this week. The Chiefs are going to win this week, people. I get it. Everyone keeps talking about how lucky they are. But here's the thing. Are they actually lucky, or are they actually understanding the offense or understanding the defense when they're out there and adapting? Kind of like what we saw with the Denver Broncos game. They were with Forsythe, that guard. They knew how weak he was throughout the majority of the PATs when the Broncos were kicking him. They saw there's a small window that we can get to this guy, but this is the weakest lineman that they have on this offensive line when they're trying to do their field goal team. They saw that. They pinpointed it out. They bulldozed through, blocked that field goal, and the rest is history. So what? That's football. That is 100% football. Who cares if you win by a blocked field goal, a call that didn't go the other team's way because it seems like, the refs are always on the Chiefs' side. They're not on the Chiefs' side. The other team's making those bad plays, those stupid, horrendous plays. That's happening on the other team. Or if you're by a couple inches. You still lost. But I digress. Kansas City Chiefs are going to win this week. My prediction, it's going to be a low-scoring one. I think it's going to be 24-17 Kansas City. That's going to be my prediction this week. But that will do it also for Chiefs Comments with Kramer. I appreciate you all for coming on in, tuning in. If you haven't done so, please like the video. Please subscribe. Turn on notifications because you don't want to miss this for next week. You don't. I promise you don't. Because next week, the Chiefs will be 10-0, and we'll be doing not Saturdays with Kramer, other thing. Good gosh. Chiefs Comments with Kramer right here at 2:30 over on Club Foolish Network. Have a good one, Kansas City. Stay safe. Let's see if the Chiefs win this week. If you have bets placed out there, I hope you win all of your bets because we all need to make that money. Till then, talk to you next week. Put a smile on your face, Chiefs Kingdom. You don't know who to see to brighten up their day. Have a good one.